Good afternoon. This is All India Radio. I'm Anubha Rohatgi, and with me is Prashant Kumar Sinha with the Midday News. The headlines. A grateful nation pays homage to Father of the Nation Mahatma Gandhi and former Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri on their birth anniversary today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to inaugurate Vaishvik Bharatiya Vaigyanik Vaibhav Summit this evening through video conferencing. Jal Shakti Minister Gajendra Singh Shekhawat gives away Swachh Bharat Awards 2020. Gujarat backs first position at state level. COVID-19 recovery rate reaches 83.7% in the country. And in IPL cricket, Chennai Super Kings take on Sunrisers Hyderabad at Dubai tonight. In our special series on the occasion of the 151st birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, we begin this bulletin with Bapu Ki Baat. In a post-prayer speech, Mahatma Gandhi had spoken about Satyagraha.
सत्याग्रह के लिए तो बिल्कुल ऐसा है कि जान चली जाए, पैसे चले जाए, लेकिन कभी हार ना लेंगे. वो सत्याग्रह है. क्यों? कि उसमें सत्य आ जाता है. अगर असत्य काम करना है तो वो तो झूठ हो जाता है. वो असत्य के लिए नहीं है, सत्य के लिए है, स्वमान के लिए है. ऐसा जब होता है तो कभी हार ना लेंगे.
A grateful nation is paying homage to Father of the Nation Mahatma Gandhi on his 151st birth anniversary today. A series of activities are being organized across the country and around the globe. Many virtual events are being held in view of COVID-19 pandemic. A Sarv Dharm Prarthna Sabha was organized at Rajghat, the Samadhi of Mahatma Gandhi in the national capital. President Ramnath Kovind and Prime Minister Narendra Modi paid floral tributes to Bapu at the Rajghat. Mahatma Gandhi's birth anniversary is also observed as the International Day of Non-Violence. In a message, the President appealed to the people to resolve to rededicate themselves to the welfare and progress of the nation. He also appealed to people to follow the mantra of truth and non-violence and build a clean, capable, strong and prosperous India and make Mahatma Gandhi's dreams come true. In a tweet, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu said, Bapu, through his life and teachings, showed people the path of truth, love and selfless service to mankind. He said Mahatma Gandhi's idea of Antyodaya guides us to work for the uplift of the last person. Paying tributes to the Father of the Nation, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said, we bow to beloved Bapu on Gandhi Jayanti. He said there is much to learn from his life and noble thoughts. The Prime Minister hoped that Bapu's ideals will keep guiding us in creating a prosperous and compassionate India.
2 अक्टूबर हम सबके लिए पवित्र और प्रेरक दिवस होता है.
गांधी जी समाज में खड़े आखिरी व्यक्ति के लिए हर फैसला लेने की बात करते थे. गांधी जी के ये सिद्धांत हमें मानवता की रक्षा करने के लिए मार्गदर्शक की तरह काम करते हैं. मुझे विश्वास है कि गांधी जी का दिखाया ये रास्ता बेहतर विश्व के निर्माण में प्रेरक सिद्ध होगा. मैं समझता हूं कि जब तक मानवता के साथ गांधी जी के विचारों का ये प्रवाह बना रहेगा, तब तक गांधी जी की प्रेरणा और प्रासंगिकता भी हमारे बीच बनी रहेगी.
The nation is also remembering former Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri on his 116th birth anniversary today. President Ramnath Kovind and Prime Minister Narendra Modi paid floral tributes to the former Prime Minister at his Samadhi at Vijay-Ghat. In a tweet, President Ramnath Kovind said, a great son of India, Lal Bahadur Shastri served the nation with exceptional dedication. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu said, Lal Bahadur Shastri was an epitome of simplicity, humility and wisdom. In a tweet, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said Lal Bahadur Shastri ji was humble and firm. He said, Shastri ji epitomized simplicity and lived for the welfare of our nation.
शास्त्री जी का नाम आते ही हम भारतवासियों के मन में एक असीम श्रद्धा का भाव उमड़ पड़ता है. उनका सौम्य व्यक्तित्व हर देशवासी को सदा ही गर्व से भर देता है. राष्ट्र के प्रति उनकी निस्वार्थ तपस्या का ही प्रतिफल था कि लगभग 1.5 वर्ष के संक्षिप्त कार्यकाल में वे देश के जवानों और किसानों को सफलता के शिखर पर पहुंचने का मंत्र दे गए. शास्त्री जी का जीवन हमें विनम्रता और सादगी का संदेश देता है.
In Nepal, the Embassy of India today celebrated 151st birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. The Indian ambassador to Nepal, Vinay Mohan Quatra, paid floral tributes to Bapu at his statue, situated in the embassy premises in Kathmandu. The Embassy of India, continuing the tradition of gifting of ambulances and school buses, handed over 41 ambulances and 6 school buses to various governmental and non-governmental not-for-profit organizations working in the fields of health and education. These organizations are spread across 30 districts of Nepal, including remote districts.
Sabarmati Central Jail in Ahmedabad has launched Radio Prison today on the occasion of the 151st birth anniversary of the Father of the Nation. The Radio Prison will offer educational, legal and health-related details to prisoners within the jail premises. More from our correspondent.
Radio Prison is an unique initiative of Sabarmati Central Jail, which was inaugurated by Additional DGP Prison K.L.N. Rao. According to Sabarmati Jail sources, this radio station is like any other radio station with all facilities. It is operating from old jail premises based on fiber cable network. This service will be extended to the women's prison and then to the new jail premises in future. A studio like any other radio station has been made, which will be run by the prisoners. The convicted prisoners will get a month-long training before going on air. Though the entire operations, including the role of radio jockeys, will be performed by the prisoners, the jail authorities will also invite guest artists to perform. The prisoners will also perform bhajans, which they learn from their training in Sabarmati Gandhi Ashram. Sabarmati Jail Administration has spent Rs 20 lakh on this project. However, the aim of the radio prison is completely social service. Yogesh Pandya, AR News, Ahmedabad.
The Swachh Bharat Awards 2020 were given to states, districts, blocks and village panchayats today by Union Jal Shakti Minister Gajendra Singh Shekhawat. The awards were given particularly under drinking water and cleanliness categories. The Union government had earlier launched 3 missions under Swachh Sundar Samudayak Shauchalaya, Samudayak Shauchalaya Abhiyan and Gandagi Mukt Bharat. Under the Swachh Sundar Samudayak Shauchalaya category, Gujarat bagged the first position at state level, whereas Tirunelveli in Tamil Nadu got the award for cleanliness at the district level. Kacharod block in Ujjain district in Madhya Pradesh was awarded the first position and Chinnanur village in Tamil Nadu bagged the top slot at the Gram Panchayat level. Under the Samudayak Shauchalaya Abhiyan, Gujarat and Uttar Pradesh were awarded as the best performing states, whereas Prayagraj and Bareilly got it for being the best performing districts. Under the Gandagi Mukt Bharat mission, Haryana and Telangana were awarded the top slot. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Shekhawat said that the government is committed to maintain the status of zero open defecation in the country. He said special care will be taken towards maintaining Swachhata at public places and to construct more community sanitation complexes to ensure access of safe sanitation for all. The award ceremony was also attended by Union Minister of State for Jal Shakti, Ratanlal Kataria. He said the Prime Minister took an oath in 2014 to complete Gandhi's dream of a Swachh Bharat. Exactly after 5 years, Mr. Kataria said the country was able to achieve it and now has moved towards an ODF plus future.
Tribal Affairs Minister Arjun Munda will virtually launch India's largest handicraft and organic products marketplace, Tribes India e-Marketplace, on the occasion of Gandhi Jayanti. Keeping in line with the vision of the Prime Minister of making India Atmanirbhar or self-reliant, this path-breaking initiative of TriFed will showcase the produce and handicrafts of tribal enterprises from across the country. It will help them market their products directly. On the occasion, Mr. Arjun Munda will also flag off several other TriFed initiatives that are aimed at supporting the tribal brethren. These include the inauguration of Tribes India's 123rd and 124th outlets in Rishikesh and Kolkata, inclusion of new tribal product ranges from Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh, and partnership of TriFed and Tribes India with Amazon in their Seller Flex program. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will inaugurate Vaishvik Bharatiya Vaigyanik Vaibhav Summit this evening through video conferencing. The Vaibhav Summit is a global virtual summit of overseas and resident Indian researchers and academicians. The summit will begin today and will continue till the 31st of this month. More from our correspondent.
The aim of the summit is to bring Indian origin luminaries in academic institutes and research and development organizations across the world and resident counterparts on a single platform to debate open collaboration mechanisms to strengthen academic and science and technology base in India for global development. The inauguration will be followed by online deliberation sessions. The initiative involves multiple levels of interactions among overseas experts and Indian counterparts over a month-long series of webinars and video conferences. More than 3,000 overseas Indian origin academicians and scientists from 55 countries and more than 10,000 resident academicians and scientists are taking part in the summit. About 200 academic institutes and science and technology departments led by Principal Scientific Advisor, Government of India, are organizing the summit running through the month of October. Over 1,500 panelists from 40 countries, 200 leading Indian research and development and academic institutions will virtually deliberate in 18 different areas and 80 topics in more than 200 deliberation sessions. Concluding session is planned on 31st October on the occasion of Sardar Patel Jayanti. Anupam Mishra, AR News, Delhi.
In Bihar, the issue of seat sharing is yet to be finalized, both in the ruling BJP-led National Democratic Alliance and opposition RJD Congress-led Grand Alliance for the state assembly elections. Hectic meetings are presently underway in NDA and Grand Alliance to reach final decision on seat sharing, as the process of filing nominations is on in 71 assembly constituencies for the first phase of elections. The last date of filing nomination is the 8th of this month. More from our correspondent.
NDA constituent LJP is demanding respectable number of assembly seats in 243-member Vidhan Sabha. BJP state in charge Bhupendra Yadav and election in charge Devendra Fadnavis will hold talks with apex leader of LJP and JDU to sort out the problem. BJP state president Sanjay Jaiswal said the deal with allies is almost final and by Sunday issue of seat sharing will be sorted out. On the other hand, in opposition Grand Alliance, confusion over seat sharing is still prevailing between RJD and Congress. Earlier, RJD senior leader Manoj Kumar Jha said Congress has been informed about their number of seats and ball is now in the court of Congress. So far, Congress has not given any signal on this. RJD wants to expand the alliance with addition of left-wing parties, and for this, hectic parleys are underway with them. Dharmendra Kumar Rai, AIR News, Patna.
Tamil Nadu has joined the states in implementing the One Nation, One Ration Card scheme. Chief Minister Edappadi Palaniswamy distributed ration articles to 3 card holders in Chennai as a token of inaugurating the scheme. A report from our correspondent.
The One Nation, One Ration Card scheme has come into force initially in 32 districts in the state, including in Chennai since yesterday. The other districts will join the scheme on the 16th of this month. The smart card readers being used in the ration shops have been integrated with biometric sensors to ensure only genuine beneficiaries avail the food grains and check the pilferage. If the biometrics could not be read by the sensors, ration articles will be given using the OTP sent to the registered mobile number of the cardholder. The people can avail the goods from any ration shop in the state. The guest workers from other states can also approach any of the outlets and get their ration goods as per the entry in their cards. Jai Singh, AR News, Chennai.
The railways will run 200 special trains during festival season, beginning the 15th of this month. Railway Board Chairman and CEO B.K. Yadav said the railways is planning to introduce special trains between the 15th of October and the 30th of November to cater to passengers travelling during the festive season. Addressing a virtual press conference, Mr. Yadav said the Ministry of Railways conducted meetings with the general managers of zones and instructed them to speak with local administrations and review the status of coronavirus. He said they have been asked to give a report, after which the number of trains to be introduced during the holiday season will be decided. Mr. Yadav said as of now it is estimated that around 200 trains will be done.
लोकल स्टेट गवर्नमेंट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन से बात कर रहे हैं। पिछले साल का जो ट्रैफिक पैटर्न है और इस साल का जो ट्रैफिक पैटर्न है और जो कोरोना का स्टेटस है, उन सबको एक तरह से समन्वय करके वो अपना प्रस्ताव हमको देंगे और अगले त्योहारी सीजन में रफली 15 अक्टूबर से लेकर 30 नवंबर के बीच में हम ऐसा अनुमान लगा रहे हैं कि 200 के आसपास हम ट्रेनें चलाएंगे, लेकिन ये हमारा अनुमान है। अगर जरूरत होगी तो इससे ज्यादा भी ट्रेनें चल सकती हैं।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will dedicate to the nation the world's longest highway tunnel, the Atal Tunnel at Rohtang in Himachal Pradesh tomorrow. The 9.2-kilometer long highway tunnel has been built at a cost of 3,200 crore rupees. The tunnel will prove beneficial for the development of the tribal area of Lahore Spiti, which remains isolated for 6 months due to heavy snowfall at Rohtang Pass during winter season. Our correspondent has filed this report.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will inaugurate the world's longest 9.2-kilometer all-weather motorable Atal Tunnel Rohtang, located at an altitude of 10,000 feet, to the people of the country tomorrow. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh will also be present on this occasion. With the opening of this tunnel, the distance between Manali and Leh will be reduced by 46 kilometers, while drive time by around 5 hours, thus saving crores of rupees in transport. On the other hand, the people of Lahore Valley will now get year-round connectivity. The special feature of this double-lane tunnel is that it has telephone facility, fire hydrants, escape egress tunnel, air quality monitoring, CCTV cameras, broadcasting system, and an automatic incident detection system at every fixed distance. No doubt Atal Tunnel Rohtang is an important achievement from a strategic point of view for the nation. The tunnel will also bring significant changes in the socio-economic development of the people of the region. Sanjeev Sundariyal, AIR News, Rohtang, Lahore Spiti.
The Ministry of Finance has said that the gross goods and services tax GST revenue collection in the month of September stood at 95,480 crore rupees. The revenue collection in September is the highest so far during this fiscal. Out of the total GST collection, central GST is 17,741 crore rupees, state GST is 23,131 crore rupees, integrated GST is 47,484 crore rupees, and cess is 7,124 crore rupees.
The Union Finance Ministry has granted additional borrowing permission to 2 more states, namely Uttar Pradesh and Andhra Pradesh, for successfully undertaking reforms in the public distribution system (PDS) and ease of doing business. This will make an additional amount of 7,106 crore rupees available to these states. In view of the unprecedented COVID-19 pandemic, the Union government had in May this year allowed additional borrowing limit of up to 2% of gross state domestic product (GSDP) to the states for the current financial year. This made an amount of up to 4,27,302 crore rupees available to the states. You are listening to the Midday News on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. A grateful nation pays homage to Father of the Nation Mahatma Gandhi and former Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri on their birth anniversary today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to inaugurate Vaishvik Bharatiya Vaigyanik Vaibhav Summit this evening through video conferencing. Jal Shakti Minister Gajendra Singh Shekhawat gives away Swachh Bharat Awards 2020. Gujarat bags first position at state level. COVID-19 recovery rate reaches 83.70% in the country. And in IPL cricket, Chennai Super Kings take on Sunrisers Hyderabad at Dubai tonight. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
आकाशवाणी का समाचार सेवा प्रभाग प्रस्तुत करता है राष्ट्रपिता महात्मा गांधी को समर्पित जीवन गाथा चल पड़े जिधर दो डग। 2 अक्टूबर रात 9:15 पर आकाशवाणी के विशेष कार्यक्रम स्पॉटलाइट में 100.1 FM गोल्ड चैनल पर।
The country is registering a continuous increase in the number of patients recovered from COVID-19. With recovery of nearly 79,000 people in the last 24 hours, the total number of recovered patients in the country stands at over 53,50,000. The overall recovery rate has now reached at 83.7%. Health Ministry has said that the gap between recovered cases and the active cases is progressively growing wide. The constant increase in recoveries have ensured that the actual caseload of the country has reduced and currently comprises only 14.74% of the total positive cases. In the last 24 hours, 81,484 new cases were reported, taking the total number of positive cases reported in the country so far to 63,94,069. Presently, the total number of active cases in the country is 9,42,217. In the last 24 hours, 1,095 deaths were reported, taking the toll to 99,773. Nearly 11 lakh COVID samples were tested in the country in the last 24 hours. With cumulative testing figure of around 7 crore 70 lakhs, India continues to be one of the countries across the world conducting highest number of daily tests. Starting from just one testing lab at National Institute of Virology, Pune in January this year, the country today has 1,869 labs for testing COVID samples, which includes 1,101 government and 768 private labs. The average daily testing has witnessed an increase by nearly 4 times in a span of 2 months.
In Jharkhand, the state government issued new guidelines for opening up of more activities in areas outside containment zones during the coronavirus pandemic late last night. Standard operating procedures for Durga Puja have also been stipulated by the state government. All religious places of worship shall open from the 8th of October. Schools, cinema halls, shopping malls and movieplexes shall remain closed until further orders. Interstate transport has not been resumed by the state. In Madhya Pradesh, the number of people recovering from COVID-19 is increasing rapidly. The recovery rate from corona in the state has now gone up to 82.50%. At the same time, the death rate in the state has come down to 1% in the past 15 days. More in this report.
Officials informed that the condition of corona is continuously improving in all districts of the state. Adequate number of beds is available in all COVID hospitals of the state, and oxygen and other medical supplies are also available in sufficient quantity. There are currently 20,473 active patients in the state. There has been a decrease of 524 active patients in the state as compared to yesterday. In the past 4 days, around 2,000 active patients of corona have decreased in the state. Meanwhile, 60% of the total corona patients are in home isolation in Madhya Pradesh, while monitoring of patients of home isolation is being continuously done through command and control centers in each district. Sanjeev Sharma, AIR News, Bhopal.
Telangana reported 2,009 fresh COVID-19 cases during the past 24 hours, taking the number of cases reported so far in the state to 1,95,609. The state conducted over 54,000 tests yesterday. The recovery rate slightly improved to 84.78%, with 2,437 more people recovering yesterday. In Maharashtra, the number of patients recovering from COVID-19 is increasing by the day. However, about 10 to 12% of the patients who went home post-corona were found to have mental health issues. In the wake of increasing numbers of such cases, it has been decided to run some special counseling OPDs in Pune. More from our Mumbai correspondent.
The administration has prepared a post-management plan for the recovered COVID-19 patients. Such special counseling OPDs will be started at 5 places within the limits of Pune and Pimpri-Chinchwad municipal corporations. Teams of expert doctors will be appointed in these OPDs. A toll-free number has also been set up to guide the citizens who are unable to come directly to the OPD. On the other hand, Pimpri-Chinchwad municipal corporation has accommodated Asha Sevika and Anganwadi Sevika in My Family, My Responsibility campaign. It consists of about 500 Sevikas and more than 1,500 squads have been formed. These teams aim to visit 55,000 homes. Kunal Shinde, AIR News, Mumbai.
Odisha today reported 4,380 recoveries from COVID-19, carrying the total cured cases in the state to 1,90,080. With 3,600 new cases, the total caseload of the state has gone up to 2,26,334. 16 patients lost their lives due to COVID-19 during the past 24 hours. More from our correspondent.
The fresh cases, particularly in the district of Khordha, has again spiked to 766 today, making it a cause for concern. Together with all the 30 districts of the state continuously adding to their COVID-19 caseload on a daily basis, the rising death toll in the range of 14 to 17 per day for the last few days have become an important warning for the people to be more conscious and cautious about their continued compliance of the COVID-19 preventive protocols. Girish Chandra Das, Bhubaneswar.
In Tripura, the recovery rate of coronavirus infection has increased to 79%. So far, 20,573 patients have recovered from infections and 283 patients have succumbed to death. According to the state COVID-19 bulletin, 504 patients were discharged after recovery from the infection during the past 24 hours. Presently, 5,184 patients are undergoing treatment. The number of total positive cases has reached 26,043.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has wished for quick recovery and good health of United States President Donald Trump and First Lady Melania Trump, who have tested positive for COVID-19. Earlier today, Mr. Trump informed in a tweet message that he and his wife are in quarantine. In a statement, Trump's physician, Dr. Sean Connolly, said he received confirmation of the positive test last evening. He said that the President and the First Lady are both well at this time and they plan to remain at home within the White House during their convalescence. Trump's positive report comes just hours after his senior aide, Hope Hicks, tested COVID-19 positive. The News Services Division of All India Radio and its bilingual live phone-in program today will bring you a special discussion program on COVID-19. Dr. Ghanshyam Pangte, Professor of Medicine from Lady Hardinge Medical College, will participate in the discussion. Listeners can ask questions to the experts on toll-free telephone number 1-800-115-767. They can also ask questions on telephone numbers 011-2331-4444 and post queries on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts by #AskAIR. This can be heard tonight on FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:30 p.m. onwards.
Union Minister of State for Home G. Kishan Reddy today strongly condemned the Hathras killing incident. He said the culprits will be brought to book and stringent punishment as per the laws. Speaking after distributing nutrition kits to students at a government school in Hyderabad, he said both the state and the centre governments will take steps to ensure punishment to the culprits.
In Indian Premier League cricket, Chennai Super Kings will take on Sunrisers Hyderabad in Dubai today. The match will commence at 7:30 p.m. Chennai has played 3 games so far in the 13th edition of the tournament. Of these 3 matches, they have won only 1 and lost 2. The David Warner-led Sunrisers Hyderabad have also played 3 games so far and emerged victorious in only 1, losing the other 2. Earlier, defending champions Mumbai Indians outplayed Kings 11 Punjab to register a victory by 48 runs at Abu Dhabi last night. Put into bat, Mumbai Indians skipper Rohit Sharma smashed a 45-ball 70. Sharma's blitzkrieg, followed by Kiran Pollard, 47 not out, and Hardik Pandya, 30 not out, helped Mumbai Indians post a massive total of 191 runs for 4. Chasing a target of 192 runs, Kings 11 Punjab could manage just 143 runs for the loss of 8 wickets in 20 overs. The Wildlife Week is being celebrated all over the world today. It is notable that India has the unenviable position among developing nations as far as protection of wildlife is concerned. It is also notable that India is home to more than 3,000 tigers and about 30,000 elephants. An intensified tree planting exercise has been started today in various parts of the Western Ghats bordering Tamil Nadu.
Now let us take a look at the weather update for the day. In the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, the minimum temperature in Jammu was at 19 degrees Celsius, while the maximum will be around 35 degrees Celsius. The city will have mainly clear skies. In Srinagar, the minimum temperature was around 7 degrees Celsius, while the maximum will be around 27 degrees. The city will have mainly clear sky. Ladakh will have mainly clear sky. The minimum temperature recorded was 1 degree Celsius, while the maximum is likely to be around 23 degrees Celsius. Gilgit will have partly cloudy skies with possibility of rain or thunderstorm or dust storm. Muzaffarabad will have mainly clear sky. The minimum temperature was 15 degrees Celsius and the maximum is likely to be around 34 degrees. Dehradun will have mainly clear sky, becoming partly cloudy towards afternoon or evening. Chandigarh will have mainly clear sky. The minimum temperature was 20 degrees Celsius. The national capital Delhi will have clear sky. The minimum temperature was recorded at 21 degrees Celsius and the maximum is expected to be around 37 degrees.
And now the headlines once again. A grateful nation pays homage to the father of the nation Mahatma Gandhi and former Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri on their birth anniversary today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to inaugurate Vaishvik Bharatiya Vaigyanik Vaibhav Summit this evening through video conferencing. Jal Shakti Minister Gajendra Singh Shekhawat gives away Swachh Bharat Awards 2020. Gujarat backs first position at state level. COVID-19 recovery rate reaches 83.7% in the country. And in IPL cricket, Chennai Super Kings take on Sunrisers Hyderabad at Dubai tonight. And before we end the bulletin, we bring you Bapu's favorite bhajan, Vaishnav Janto, composed by 15th century poet saint of Gujarat, Narsi Mehta, and sung by artists from Nigeria.
वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए पीर पराई जाने रे वैष्णव जन